So it has come to my notice that some moms are scared or even ashamed to talk about their child's disability. Like, seriously. I remember the first time I shared that I'm a mom of a child with traditional needs. Someone that I know, of course, came into my inbox and said, why are you exposing yourself like that? Exposing myself? It sounded as if talking about my child's reality is something to hide. I mean, as if something about my child's reality is something to hide. As if my love for my child, my advocacy, my daily effort should be kept in the back burner, in the shadows, so to speak. So if you're a mom and you've ever felt this way, you've ever felt the pressure to stay silent or to downplay or even hide your child's needs, let's talk about it because I've been there too. And I refuse to live in silence. Honestly, I didn't always speak up, right? I was worried about judgment, about the judgment. What would people think? Would they pity me? Will they label my child before even getting to know him? I was really, really worried about, what people would say and all that. I feared, being misunderstood because, let's be real, unless you are walking this path, you will never fully get it. I felt exhausted, right? Having to explain, having to defend, having to justify things over and over and over again. It was really, really overwhelming. And deep down, I asked myself, am I doing something wrong? Even though I knew better, right? Those whispers of doubts, they really kept crept in. Like, I was really worried and, you know, but then one day, I had the realization, my silence wasn't really protecting my child. It was blessing, it was isolating him. And it was also isolating me as his mom. And that had to change, right? It really had to change. I knew I had to do something. How did I boost my own confidence and started speaking freely? The first thing was to stop apologizing for my child's need. I used to shrink myself in conversations. I used to downplay my struggles. I used to avoid making people uncomfortable. But now I educate, I advocate, I own our reality unapologetically. What else did I do? I found my own people. The support I got changed everything. I connected with other moms who understood. Sometimes I even have this friend that I call randomly, like maybe after my son's IEP, I'll just call her. And having a tribe reminded me that I wasn't alone, and that really helped me. What else did I do? I reframed my own perspective. I stopped seeing my child's additional needs as something to explain, and I started treating them as part of who he is, right? Not something to hide. I also focused on my child, not the opinions of others. Because at the end of the day, those people that are there to judge, they don't really matter. My priority is giving my child what he needs, not seeking approval from people who are not living my life. I also started celebrating wins. I started doing this really early on in our journey. Every little milestone, from speech progress to understanding or mastering a new skill, I cheer my child on with pride, right? I even give myself kudos for trying to helping my child succeed. And when people ask questions, I answer with confidence. I am ready to answer, give you the answer that you need. Now, why am I saying all this? This is to let a mom that is being pressured to stay silent about their child's additional need. I want you to know that you don't have to do all that. You have to own your own story. You have to own your own story. You have to celebrate your own win. You have to be confident to talk about your child's need. People ask questions, some people innocently just ask you what is going on with your child. It doesn't mean they want to shame you or whatever. Or don't assume that people want to shame you or people are laughing at you or whatever, or people are judging you. Just make sure, explain to them when they genuinely ask you questions. And don't be scared. When you need to talk openly about your child's need, do it with pride and confidence.